Good evening, humans. Tyrannosaurusmoth here, and tonight we're taking a look at the AEW Unrivaled 12 Marq Quen figure from Jazwares. Let's do this. Aesthetically speaking, this figure looks fantastic, and a large part of that is because this is pretty much completely reused from Isaiah Cassidy, just with a couple differences, and that being, our pant sculpt is exactly the same. However, we have the reverse colors, so we have obviously white with black stripes as opposed to the white with black with the white stripes. So yeah, so pretty much exact same thing. So all the things I said in that other review absolutely apply here. Same thing with the paint. Slightly cleaner here than it was on my Isaiah Cassidy, so that's very, very nice. Still got that nice bright silver, so that's awesome. But though we do not have the kind of silver dots going along the waistband, so that part is interesting. But other than that, like exact same figure. So all the good stuff I said about that absolutely applies here. And not only that, but our head sculpt here, again, very, very good job here in terms of Marq Quen's likeness. And yeah, just thought they did a great job. I love that they actually went with like straight up gold here for the right side of the hair. That just gives it some kind of extra pop. And yeah, just a really great looking figure overall. We were once again very straightforward with the accessories, but again, not a bad thing. And starting off with hands, we get a couple of fists right out of the box. Then we get a pair of gripping hands. Then exact same gear for the most part. So we get that shirt again, very high quality, love the stitching. The very clean graphic on the front, and yeah, very secure and pretty much, I wouldn't say hidden because you can see the stitching, but very flat Velcro going on here for the back of the shirt, which is kind of a nice touch. I kind of hope we see this more with soft goods, certainly from Jazwares. So there's that. We get the exact same gold chain that we got with Isaiah. So very, very nice there. And then finally, we get the sunglasses, and these are a different mold. So as you can see, these are definitely more like what Marq Quen actually wears to the stage, so that, or to the ring rather. And yeah, just very well done. Nice touch of gold for the arms, and then yeah, really nice set of sunglasses. So that will do it for accessories. Articulation, balance here, very, very nice. And yeah, we're gonna break it down. Obviously, as we can see, can hold a freestanding kick, no problem. There is something I need to correct from the aesthetic section here, but we'll get to that at the end. But beyond that, like, very good balance. So for our head sculpt, we can look all the way up. We are on a ball hinge. We can look all the way down. We don't get any side to side, or no tilt, unfortunately, but we do get side to side and go all the way around. For our arms, we can come up into our Y. We do go all the way around as well. Then we get bicep swivel, double jointed elbows bring us to there. We do get hinge and swivel at the wrists, all horizontal. We get ball joint at the diaphragm, ball joint at the waist, and those bring us about that far forward. Unfortunately, very tight sculpt, so we're not getting too much arch back either. We do get a little bit of side to side, as you can see, and some rotation, mostly from the diaphragm, coming to the hips, coming out. Not full splits, but very, very close, which is fantastic. Then we get front kick, pretty much full on 90, so that's beautiful. We do get thigh swivel, double jointed knees, bring us a little bit further than we got with Isaiah. So I'm wondering if maybe one end of the joint was kind of stuck on that figure for me. But yeah, definitely better, at least between my two individual figures. We do get a shin cut for some nice rotation, and then the feet, which are actually a different sculpt. I didn't pick up on that at first, so that is definitely my bad. But these are definitely more sneaker style. So we get a little bit of point there. We're still running into the pant sculpt, of course. We come forward a little bit more, and then we get some rocker. So that will do it for articulation. Getting into size comparisons, here is with some other AEW figures. With some other wrestling lines. With some Hasbro and some Mattel. With some imports. With some monsters. Finally, with an articulated icons Oni and yours truly in human form as a Valorous Action Force figure. So my final thoughts on the AEW Unrivaled 12 Marq Quen figure from Jazwares is that this figure also rules. Again, a lot of the stuff that applied to the Isaiah Cassidy figure applies here. And that's great because that means you get a super solid set if you get both of Private Party. So cannot recommend it enough. And hopefully we see Marq Quen back in the ring sooner than later. I thought I had heard somewhere recently that he was pretty much healed up and getting ready to return to the ring, which would be awesome because I love seeing Private Party together. So yeah, hopefully that is. So fingers crossed there. And if you're interested in this figure, it is showing up on pegs in Targets and I think Walmart's as well. So keep your eye out there. But if not, I will have a link or two in the description for places you can pick it up online. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope that you found this review informative and somewhat entertaining. And if you did, I hope to see you back because I do multiple reviews a week of action figures related to tokusatsu, dinosaurs, monsters, pro wrestling, and more. So if any of that appeals to you, if all of that appeals to you, come on back. Let's talk some more toys and escape the world for a while. But ultimately, I just hope you are well. I hope that all of your toy dreams come true. And most importantly, I hope that you and yours stay weird, simians.